Good morning and welcome back to another video. As you can see, we are starting off with pickles, cucumbers that will become pickles. And in this video, we are going to show you what we have been making with my mom from the past few days. We are going to get started with some jams. We collected raspberries. We didn't do too many since we had from last year. We didn't do any syrup, any juice, nothing. We have enough from last year. So I think the only thing we did was raspberry jam. So yeah, let's get started to see these clips, and then we're gonna go outside, collect some sour cherries. So we're gonna do some sour cherry compote and jam. And then we are gonna get started with pickles. I think we're gonna do it at the same time. One's gonna do the pickles, one's gonna do the compote. And yeah, we are gonna link the video down below in case you're interested to the full recipe. And yeah, I think let's get started. You're gonna see all the clips, as I said, that we have already made. And then we're gonna go get cherries and pickles. Those are not our cucumbers, those are our neighbors. I don't know if I mentioned it. Those are the pickles from our neighbors. They're cucumbers. Their plants have finished and they don't produce anymore. And ours are the size of, I don't know, tiny little pickles, like a little pinky pickles. So we also gonna have our pickles. And I don't know what we're gonna do with so many. But my mom also wants to try to do some salted ones, like the quick ones that you eat, not really marinate. And yeah, let's get started.
Tasty.
Lost it. Oh, yummy, GB! Yeah, GB!
Tasty.
So when I was outside the fence, they do come pretty far out, and it ran up to David, and he just catched it, and I'm not holding it too
I didn't catch it, it just jumped on my feet.
Yeah, and look.
On my hand, it just jumped
I'm not
on.
holding it really. GB, okay. Oh, GB!
Give it another one.
He likes small ones. GB! Come eat it!
Doesn't matter.
Is there some cherries? Yeah, I see some. are next to our chives, the small onions, and I saw a lady online. She cuts the flowers because it has bloomed. We actually wanted to cut it down so it comes out fresh because it was growing way too fast. But yeah, she cut the flowers and put them in white vinegar, and it turned pink. So I'm gonna collect some flowers since we have so many and try it out. And I wanted to collect them now fast because it is thundering and raining, and I don't know if they're gonna get ruined by the rain. They are dry, so I don't know if they're supposed to be not dry. But yeah, we're gonna try it either way. We have so many of them. I'm still gonna leave more than enough for the bumblebees. But yeah, let's collect and try it out. So we have 2 weeks, if not even 3 weeks later, since I've put the flowers, the chive flowers on the glaciers with vinegar, as you saw, and it turned extremely pink. The other ones, the flowers, they were already, which one was it? This one. They were already kind of not the moss color, but it still made it quite pink. And now it's time to fill it in the bottles. I didn't want to buy the ones that have the specific cork on top, but I'm just gonna put them in these ones, and whenever I find them, and if you see that doesn't work, I'm just gonna get those ones. But yeah, we need to fill them in. I completely forgot about them because I've been sitting on top of the stove, and every time I go past, I'm like, I need to do them finally. So yeah, let's fill them in and see how cool they look on their own.
The sealed.
The sealed. Okie dokie. Ooh. Oh my goodness!
It's a cocktail.
That is the coolest vinegar ever, and it took pretty much no effort to do. I am in love. So I have filled up all the bottles and I am obsessed. How beautiful does that look? And it literally took less than 2 minutes. I collected the flowers and I put the regular vinegar and the balsamico one. And turns out that they're pretty much not the same taste, but the one with the regular vinegar that costs here 80 cents a liter does the job. No, not 80 cents, 40 cents a liter. Does the job perfectly fine, so you don't have to buy the expensive one. And yeah, it does also the same color. This one's the balsamico, this one's the other one. I think this one's even the later one. This one's one of the first ones, so it doesn't do such a big difference. I just love it. And yeah, now as you can see in front of David, we have prepared the jars to make pickles. So yeah, as I said, we're not gonna show you full recipe. You're gonna find the video that we did dedicated to pickles in the bio. And yeah, let's get started pickling. Party. And now we're gonna wait for like 2 or 3 hours so they get unbitter.
Okay, my turn. I've never done this before. Pickle, pickle.
I have one here. Perfect. You have a skinny.
I need a skinny pickle.
Very skinny pickle. as you can see, we have put some taller glasses because we had taller cucumbers, but the problem is that the lid don't fit and they need to be closed. So my mom came up with the idea to put this one that fits perfectly on the ring where the lid goes, and just put a bigger lid on top. Pretty smart. Where we are gonna collect cherries. We haven't collected last year. Last year they froze, and this year we also had frost which froze the sweet cherries. This ones are the sour cherries, and last year we had very late frost which froze also the flowers of this cherry tree. So we have 0 cherry products, and David really likes cherry syrup. So we are gonna collect some cherries. We're gonna make cherry compote, I think it's called, and some sweet cherries where we're gonna take the syrup from and have the cherries for sweets. So yeah, let's get started. So that's how much we collected for now. It took us, I think, 20 minutes. And as you saw, also my brother helped us a bit, and see how much we're left in case we need to collect more. But let's bring them inside, go to the neighbors, get the recipe, and start making them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Did I say that I fell down the ladder? Huh? Oh, there, God. have collected everything we have made the past few days and a quick recap tour of what we have made and how much of each. And I just want to say that is not all we're making this year. This is part one of maybe many parts. We'll see how many more things we're gonna do. We still have our cucumbers and we have plums and all kinds of other things that come a bit later in summer, more start of autumn. But yeah, let's give you a quick tour of everything that we have. As you said, we made chive flour vinegar, so that made 7 bottles. Then we got a lot of pickles, which are 28. And then we have 11 sour cherry compote. We have 12, but one didn't seal fully, so it's sitting in the fridge. And in case you're wondering how we are sterilizing the bottles before, with the jams over here, we do put them in the oven on 100 degrees, so it fully sterilizes them with the caps, and then we're putting the hot jam or syrup, same thing with the bottles, inside, so it fully seals it in. And then with pickles and compote, we are putting them, as you saw, in the pot with water. For pickles, I think it was for like 10 minutes. Same thing with the compote. So, and then you take them out. You don't screw the cork fully, otherwise it's gonna maybe explode. You're just putting it slightly on, and then you're taking them off, tied it, and put it upside down. And the reason putting it upside down is so also the cork heats up, and then it's pretty much sucking it in. As you can see, all the corks are not flush on top. They have a dent in the inside, which means that the heat sucked them down. So yeah, that's kind of the physics behind it, of how we're preserving them. And then last thing we made is also cherry jam, maybe? That also gave us syrup. And from this one we have made 8 of the cherry jam, plus 2.5 bottles. And for the first time we also tried to do, this one is black currant compost. The glass is very foggy because we need to clean it before putting it away. You cannot really see what it is. And we also made, same thing, with raspberries. We're gonna see how that tastes, and if it tastes good, gonna do next year more. But this year we also froze nearly 1 kilo of blackcurrant and I think nearly 2 kilos of raspberries. Those are in the freezer. And pretty much the only jam we did from berries is raspberry, for my mom mostly, because she wants to take some with her. We still have from the years before. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, one of the parts of us preserving our food, and yeah, then we definitely are good for winter. In case things go wrong, we will survive by just eating pickles and compotes, which is more than enough, plus eggs and milk, so we are good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. So yeah, back to a lot of work, because while we've been doing that, we have been also doing other work. So yeah, gotta hurry up because those need to go somewhere.